Hello, hello, Aries. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I am so excited to have all you friends here with me today, as well as cross-watchers. So we are going to do a fun little love spread. Yay, everybody loves love, right? So yeah, this is going to be for second half of May into, mid-June-ish. It's energy, right? So there isn't a fixed stop or start end date. But yeah, these are going to be general messages as always. That means that not everything I say in this video is going to resonate with you, and that is totally, totally fine. Only take away messages for your best and highest good, and you will know what those are intuitively. If it's not fitting your story, you don't need to try and force it to fit. I do encourage you to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for additional messages, for more clarity, etc. Everything you're going to want to know about this video will be in the description box below. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a happy May. A few little things I just wanted to touch upon. Scorpio full moon is tonight, so by the time you're viewing this, it'll probably be just past us, but that energy is going to be in the air. So Scorpio is that very emotive water sign, but it's kept under the surface. It's contained, so it's intense emotion that can sometimes be bottled up. They're kind of a secretive sign, but ultimately they're a water sign, right? So Scorpios do rule with love, with kindness, with emotions. When you're on their good side, right? And I say that jokingly. I love the Scorpios. Scorpios are great people, but yeah, there's going to be an intensity in the universe, an intensity in the air, however you want to say it, and that is certainly going to impact our relationships, be it romantic love or partnerships or friendships, etc. So anyway, we shall overcome, Aries. We will get through that together. You got poppers already. Secondly, happy May, as I said. May is Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. I'm going to put another plug in for that. Shout out to all of the CF warriors and fighters out there, sending you guys all my love and support, and keep fighting the fight. Absolutely. Also, to touch on another important topic, May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. And I am rocking my Mental Health Awareness Month t-shirt that says, "Your feelings are valid." And I absolutely love this shirt. I think it's adorable. But there's a very true message to that. And it's important to talk about on this channel specifically, or all tarot channels really, because there needs to be a very clear, distinct line in the sand drawn that tarot is not a substitute for professional medical help, right? And I know most of us know this, but it's always good to have a little reminder thrown in there that whether it be legal advice or medical advice or psychiatric help, right? Tarot is great for everyday issues and problems, checking in on different scenarios. More than anything, understanding that we are universal creatures, we have similar stories, and you can find a lot of comfort and faith in the fact that other people are going through similar things. That's what I love about the tarot community. We can exchange thoughts and ideas, and that helps in an emotional capacity as a nice little support system. But there are some things that tarot simply is not going to improve in your life. And again, you are going to need to know where that line stops and starts. But anyway, if you or someone you know is struggling with either emotional or mental health issues, please, please, please do the right thing and reach out for help. There's no stigma attached to that. There should be no shame or guilt in it. You should you deserve to live your best life in every single capacity. No one should have to suffer with the pain and the stress of emotional problems, right? So I encourage anybody struggling with that to please reach out, seek help, go see a therapist, talk about what's going on in your life. It will make huge changes in your life. So wrapping all that up, moving forward in all the videos I post, there's going to be a few links and hotline phone numbers in the description box that you yourself can check out, or you can pass along to people in your life who may be struggling a bit more, and tarot is not going to be the only solution for them, okay? Thank you for sticking with me on that, Aries. We're going to get going on your love reading now. So let's pull one more card for Aries. I think you guys are raring to go because your cards flew out immediately. Can we get one more card for Aries, please? This one. All right, cool. So this is the you section, Aries. You were coming off as the 9 of Swords. Okay. So the stress card, sometimes anxiety, something that's keeping you up at night, something you're worried about the final outcome of something. We're going to pull a clarifier on it. Now it's air energy, so this all has to do with our mental capacity, our minds, things that are swimming around in your brain, and there's unrest, there's uneasiness there for the Aries. So you could also be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. but not necessarily. This is your section, so this is typically what you're going to be emoting, your state of mind. Now, that being said, you can always swap around the characters if that suits your story better. Only take what resonates. So this Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Extreme anxiety, extreme pain. For some reason from this, I'm getting the fact that you are like, it's the irony here of sleepless nights, being restless. You can't, there are things keeping you up, but it's also the idea of not facing the problem. Interestingly enough, it's like, the term self-medicating came to mind, but that could also be just over, I want to say overindulging in sleep, in not, do you know what I mean? In not facing the problem, not conquering it head on, which is very interesting for you, Aries, because, you know, you are the head, you are the start of the zodiac. You tend to, you know, you ram things right and like charge in. So interesting. It's almost like by being passive, you're hoping the problem is going to go away. I just get the sense that you feel that something is looming and it's inevitable and it is stressing you out. But at the same time, it's like you spend all night worrying about it, and then, you know, the alarm clock goes off and you don't feel like going to work, so you just stay in bed all day. That's sort of the energy I'm getting. Okay, you have the Empress card. All right, it may have to do with pregnancy. It doesn't have to be. The Empress is Mother Earth. It's Taurus energy. Both these are cards of Gemini, by the way, for those who are interested. But it's Taurus energy as well as Libra. I see this as something you are projecting into the future. I think maybe you're worried about wanting a family, about wanting to have children, about maybe not being able to have children. That could absolutely be causing you that sleepless nights, that worrying, that stress and anxiety of maybe you always had this picture perfect image of what the future was going to look like. And all of a sudden, now I'm not saying this is absolute, but it seems that there are ideas, again, the mind, sword energy, that things may not shape out to be exactly what you thought. Things may not be as fruitful, as lush as you had envisioned in your mind. Yeah. All right, so let's go to your person. We'll see what your person's doing. And for those who are single, I mean, again, take it as it resonates. This is just how I do the love spread. So if you don't have a person in your life, this could be a person coming in the future. This could also be a parent or a sibling. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. Queen of Pentacles. So Capricorn energy, the Queen of Comfort. It says comfort on this card. Someone who knows their worth, someone who knows their value. Someone who does the work, who works hard, who cares about stability, the comforts of life, and long term. The earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they're very steady, responsible, reliable signs. And this is a queen, so this is someone who cares very deeply, you know, the feminine aspect of it, who is, you know, receptive to those around her, but also expresses her love. So this is what your person is coming. This could absolutely be a mother or father, right? It's someone who is very caring, nurturing. Maybe it's someone you've borrowed money from in the past, right? Aries, I picture you on their lap as this little innocent bunny rabbit. There is sadness here. I don't typically see it in the Empress card, but I feel like there's tears. There's some sorrow here. And yeah, maybe you're going to, this could be a best friend, right? If you have a Capricorn potentially, or just an earth sign, someone you're going to and they're giving you guidance. They're giving you maybe like a token of help, an offering of some kind. It doesn't have to be money, but it's something tangible that you can do with it. And again, it's to comfort you. So they are being clarified by the Two of Cups in reverse. So the Two of Cups in the upright in a love spread is, you know, it's who do you love? Who do you want to exchange your cups with? Now, it's a two, right? So it's early on in the stages of building that relationship. So a couple things I could get from this. It's in reverse. So if you are recuperating from a breakup, right? If love has been broken, if cups have been spilled, right? It's funny that I said that this may not be your person if you're not in a romantic relationship. I do think you're going to this person for help. If you're struggling emotionally, again, like parental energy, someone, I want to say older or wiser, or someone who you go to when you're not feeling your best. I think they're counseling you or helping you on repairing this broken heart, I want to say. Now, I mean, this person could also represent someone who you may have been in a relationship with at one point, but maybe it's, I'm not getting that, because it's only a 2, it's either relatively new or it never quite got off the ground, or like this doesn't necessarily feel super long term. I say that, but then the 9 of Swords does speak about anxiety and depression potentially for a long time. So there's a buildup of that. So maybe you had been single for a while, Aries, and you finally met that person, and again, you were projecting into the future, like, this is my soulmate, I'm going to have babies with this person, we're going to build an empire together. And then it almost came and went, like, I want to say it went as fast as it came in. It didn't last long. It didn't have that long-term stability that you were hoping for, but your pain or your sorrow, your stress had been building up for a while. This could also be a parent who doesn't approve of the person you're with. This could absolutely be someone giving you, if again, that token of advice, that offering of, this isn't the love of your life, like rejecting the 2 of Cups, turning it down. I don't necessarily think it's your person. It might be. But again, it's more like this person sits higher on a throne than you, Aries. In fact, I think this is someone you respect quite a bit, and it's almost like they're sort of what you strive to be. Maybe not in all capacities, but there's elements about them. It's like the Queen, and how I was saying the Empress is like your projection of the future. Similar energies, right? Both Earth Queens, if you will, right? Mother Earth, and then the Earth Pentacles, right? So what's between you and your person? It's so funny because I don't know if this is your romantic partner. The 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so juggling. A back and forth. Again, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is a Capricorn card. So you have two cards of Capricorn, 2 of Gemini. And this flew out as well. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This card has come out a lot so far in the readings I've done. So this is Virgo and Venus. I always think, Venus love, right? And in the upright, it is the single ladies card, the single gents card, however you want to say it. It's someone who is abundant, someone who is self-made, someone who is able to enjoy the fruits of their hard work, of their labor. But with this card, she's always depicted in her garden, in her backyard. There's a safety zone, a safety net, if you will, attached to this. So what's missing in this dreamscape, this, again, kind of this projection of the Empress, is the other person. To get to the 10 of Pentacles, you have to take a risk and date and go out and meet people and mingle and find that person, that soulmate, whatever you believe in, to build the empire together, to achieve the 10 of Pentacles together. 10 of Pentacles, again, long-term, legacy, children, grandchildren. Here it's her and her tiger, right? And she looks comfortable, right? She's got a nice dress, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping. But it is in reverse, so I don't think you're satisfied, Aries. I do think this is you. Maybe your partner was juggling multiple people, and ultimately one or both of you chose to be single. If they're with someone else. Yeah, okay, so if this isn't that person you're going to for advice, I think it still resonates with it's someone you aspire to be like, it's someone you respect and adore and admire. If this is potentially an ex or someone that you're not quite sure where you're standing with, again, that rejection of the 2 of Cups, they're not, what they're offering to you is not necessarily rooted in love and emotions. It's more, they're giving you some sort of token, but it's not an emotional token, if that makes sense. They may have offered to, I have random scenarios, they may have offered to help you move, or they may have offered to help you, I don't know, coach you at the gym or something like that. They're making an offer to you, but it's not based in love. And to be honest, I think you wanted it to be. I think you wanted it to be more than just like a sterile relationship, for lack of a better term. And so maybe this juggling is you going back and forth in your head. Again, the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the depression of I don't want to get out of bed, that I thought this was my person. I thought we were going to build an empire together. I say empire, right? Because of the Empress. Build a life, build a future, you know. Even if it's a boss, right? These are general messages, thousands of people. This could be a potential job that you thought was going to come through, and again, rejection of the happiness. And yeah, the juggling back and forth, it could either be your partner not choosing you potentially, or stringing you along. That could be it as well. Again, like this false emotion. It could also be you juggling in your mind, you know, sword energy in your mind. I thought it was going to be this way, but it's not. I thought this was my person, but I'm single. I thought this was going to make me happy, but I'm not happy. And if this person did, I say reject, that's such a harsh term, but I mean, ultimately, if this person declined your offer of love or your interest in them, there's a juggling back and forth of, is it the right time to go out and date? Should I be single for a while? It's like you need to build up your own strength and confidence again. And I think you're also wondering if this has been something that has happened in the past, there's still, I don't know if you're looking up on their social media or something, but you're still wondering, is this person single? Am I going to be single? Are we ever going to be together in the future? Again, that projection, I thought this was my person. I'm alone in my garden, but I've got my eye on this person in the distance. Back and forth. So the advice is Temperance. So this is your second major arcana card. So this is the card of Sagittarius, and it's called the Angel of Peace. I think that's a lovely way of expressing this card. Blending of opposites. Blending the heart and the head. Literally fire and water, right? Sagittarius is a fire sign, but there's a lot of water. Her toe is dipped in that pool of intuition, trusting her intuition, her inner knowing of finding inner balance, of knowing what is good for you, knowing what is good for your health, your stability. This can be a card of healing, and it does seem like there's some healing that needs to take place. This feels like a wound, right? Again, whether it's a psychological or physical, mental wound, there's disappointment here. It could potentially be a Taurus that you were dealing with too. Again, that projection of what the future is going to look like. I'm getting something about seeing the forest from the trees. It's like you were so in it. You were so almost suffocated with this negative energy. I want to say toxic. The devil isn't here, but there's something. It's like you need to get your head above water again and breathe, Aries. That energy of literally staying in bed, not leaving the house because you're sad and depressed, it's so unhealthy. There's a need to go out, maybe into nature, into the sunlight, to breathe, to look at the birds up above. Even if it's just your own backyard. Baby steps in the right direction towards healing, towards towards finding that inner peace. It's like there's a whole wide world out there. This was one person. Again, 2 of Cups. It's not the 9 of Cups. It's not the 10 of Cups. This is a young, innocent relationship. And I'm not saying that devalues it in any way. I know this person meant a great deal to you. And here's the thing. There's a lot of sadness and depression on your end, But what's between you isn't super negative. It's just a little bit in flux right now. Nothing here is set in stone. If they're gone, they're out of your life, whatever. So, I mean, if you're interested in trying to rekindle something, I wouldn't give up hope per se. But this is the important part there. You need to focus on you for now. And I know that's challenging to hear, right? We want everything to wrap up in a cute bow, and we want it now. Especially you, Aries. You're fire. You want to go after it, right? There is a need to take time out and find peace. Find peace in being single. That's what this could be. You could be rejecting the idea of, this person broke up with me and now I need to find someone now. I don't want to be single. Like, I can't do this on my own. I need to focus my energy elsewhere. You do need to focus your energy elsewhere, not on this person, but you need to focus it on you. This is not the guidance to go ahead and date someone, okay? Let's see. There's been a transformation in your life, which makes sense in the Scorpio full moon. Temperance comes right after card number 13. It's after there's this major change. You're still in that transitional period where, again, that recuperation, that understanding the change that's happening in your life, and you do it on your own. Temperance is not typically a card shown in the, hey, let's date, let's form a romantic partnership. Now I say that, we'll clarify it and see what else, but embrace singlehood if you were dealing with a relationship that was causing you mental stress and anxiety. Yeah, there's a need to take a breather. Here's the thing. I look at this card, and again, it depends what cards fall next to it, but she doesn't look particularly happy here. So whether this is representing you or your partner, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine aspects. He looks like he's enjoying it more than she is. There's something about her that she has pause. And for some reason, Aries, I actually do think that this is you, and maybe you didn't realize it. You were so stuck in that projection mode of the perfect ending, the perfect future. I finally met the man or woman I'm going to have babies with. But even in the beginning stages, even in the Two of Cups, there was something about it where you were making sacrifices, or you were just, it's like you were going along with it. You were going with the flow because you didn't want to cause ripples. But were you really happy? And again, that could be your partner as well. This seems cute. This seems like, I think you're cute. You think I'm cute. Let's go to the movies. Let's make out. Let's do this. But it doesn't feel like there was long-term. Something about it didn't speak to long-term, at least right now. Now, because your person is coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, there is absolutely potential for long-term stability. But again, because this came out in the reverse, now is not the time, okay? So you have the Angel of Peace clarified by your card, Aries, the Queen of Wands. So, I mean, yeah, absolutely. That completely sticks to what I was saying. It's the focus on you card. Heal yourself, find inner peace. Find peace in, again, if this suits you, in being single. You don't feel like you need to jump into the waters of love, if you will. There's power in learning about yourself, in regaining back your strength, your confidence. I mean, look at this card. She's a badass. That's you, Aries, male or female, right? She radiates love and passion and fire, creativity. Do some traveling. Do some sort of creative projects that kind of exercises that nasty energy out, especially if you're an artist, right? Do some writing, do some painting, do some whatever, fill in the blank. Don't give up on your dreams and wishes for the future, because again, that projection, it's all going to come together. But yeah, there's something about releasing control of what you thought it was going to look like. Your expectation didn't match reality here. But you are powerful, Aries. If you do manifesting in the proper way, things are going to start coming into you. The universe is looking out for you, whether you feel that way or not, right? There could potentially be a Leo coming into your life, or you may just have a really close ally or friend who's a Leo that, like, they've got your back. Again, if it's that parent scenario here, could be a sibling, a best friend. You do have allies. So yeah, if you're not rushing into a relationship, which probably seems like the advice here, if you're still recuperating from the past, Spend time with friends, spend time with family, spend time with the people who empower you. That's important here, okay? All right, so let's pull you a romance angel card. Let's see what it says. Your bottom of the deck card is the Ace of Cups in reverse. I haven't been doing bottom of the deck, but I just feel like that's, you know, that's relevant here. There's some spilled cups. There's some spilled love, some spilled emotions. Take some time to recuperate, Aries. You'll be all right. Hang in there. So give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. That is the romance angel card you got. So here's what I get from this. Give your relationship a chance, whether that is this relationship that maybe you're trying to reconcile, which I don't, again, in the moment now, that doesn't look like it's your person's priority. But I will say, you know, for some of you, give your relationship a chance. Don't project forward. Live in the now. Again, the tangible, that's what's important to your person here. What's real, what's in front of us now. Don't project into the future. We could do this or we could do that or this could be great. What does it look like right now? Are you really happy? Give it a chance, you know? Instead of thinking about, you know, how great your partner could be, you know, don't go into a relationship trying to fix someone. That's always a red flag. Work on your partnership. Work on understanding, again, the very real, tangible reality of what's in front of you, and is it worth pursuing? In this card, I will say, they both look like they're enjoying the relationship, right? They both look like they're in ecstasy, right? He's got her wings wrapped around them. They're nurturing each other. This could grow into this, but one or both of you has to give it a chance. But again, super important, the advice or guidance here, heal yourself first, because if you go into a relationship with a lot of broken heart, baggage, you know, toxic mental energy, that is going to bleed over into every relationship you have unless it is dealt with in a proper, healthy way. Okay, Aries? So last but not least, we are going to pull you a, fell right out. We're going to pull you a wild offering card. And here's what we're going to do. I'll show it to you here. Then we are going to talk about it on Facebook. I'm trying to drive some traffic over to the social media channels. So if this gave you some clarity and insight, that's fantastic. I will see you next week for some career readings. Otherwise, join me over on Facebook and we will talk about direction. That is the card you got. So for those who don't know, Facebook is free. I'm sure most of you already have it, but if not, you open an account by entering your email address. It's pretty simple. I will probably also put this on Instagram, but it's going to start on Facebook. So check it out there. Thank you for joining me today, Aries. Please, please, please do like, share, subscribe. That would make my day, and I will catch you guys next week. Bye, y'all.